Well, everyone, it's time for us to go and do another battery comparison between the Google Pixel 8, Google Pixel 8 Pro, Google Pixel 7, and the Google Pixel 7 Pro. Now, all these phones are at 100% battery life. They're all basically up to date on most versions of software. They're all basically on their max brightness. And one thing I'll definitely tell you, from what I can tell, the Pixel 8 has one of the brighter displays. The Pixel 8 and 8 Pro have the brightest displays. The 7, actually 7 has a noticeably less brighter display than the Pixel 8. And then the 7 Pro is pretty bright when it comes down to it. So the way this battery comparison works, I'm going to just let them kind of die out naturally. I'm going to basically play a video in the background. Sometimes I'll load up a game, but the main consensus is whatever I do on one device, I do on the other. So it's not like I'm doing one thing on one phone and the other one's on. It's not the case. I'm doing all of them basically exactly the same way. Whatever I do on one, I do on the other. So this should be a pretty decent understanding of which one's going to last the longest. For my main assumption, I'd probably say the Pixel 8 Pro is going to last the longest. As you can see, I don't have the battery icon there, so I'm going to go ahead and load up settings on all of them and then change it on the Pixel 8 Pro. But for the next hour, I'm basically just going to play a video in the background. I'll let them die out. We'll check back in about another hour, and we'll basically see where we're at. So it's been about an hour now, and we are at varying battery lives. The Pixel 8 is at 93%, the Pixel 8 Pro is at 94%, the Pixel 7 is at 95%, and the Pixel 7 Pro is at 94%. So as of right now, the Pixel 7 is doing pretty good. The Pixel 7 Pro is doing pretty good. I think the Pixel 8 is probably going to die out the fastest now that I think about it. But we're going to go ahead and load up Temple Run 2 on all these phones now. Now, Temple Run 2 is a pretty good game. Again, we're just going to have the video playing in the background as well, so these phones don't die out. I'm going to probably say this is where we're going to start seeing a little bit of a bigger change, just because on their main screen they've been up, just because they've they're at their battery lives now, doesn't mean that's how they're going to die out. And when you start playing these bigger games, that's when things start actually changing up a little bit. I had to reload the video on the Pixel 8. But essentially, let's go ahead and kind of play this game on all of them and kind of see where we go from here. So we're going to go and just let them play out for an hour, and we'll check back in, and we'll basically see where we're at from there. So another hour goes by, and we are at the 2-hour mark, and we are at varying battery lives once again. So hopping out of this game on all of them, the CD Pixel 8, we are at 80%. The Pixel 8 Pro, we are also at 80%. So these two are the exact same, which is pretty crazy. The Pixel 7 is at 84%, and the Pixel 7 Pro is at 81%. So crazy enough, the best phone so far is the Pixel 7, followed by the Pixel 7 Pro, followed by the Pixel 8 and Pixel 8 Pro, basically tied. So it's pretty insane. I think in these higher powered games, it looks like the Pixel 7 is probably doing the best, which is quite crazy in my opinion. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back and play this game on all of them once again, and we're going to let them go out for another hour. I'm pretty sure by then we're probably going to be around maybe 60-ish%, maybe still in the 70s, but maybe around 60% on these ones, and we'll basically see what goes on from there. So we'll check back in about another hour and see where we're at. So another hour has passed. We're now at the 3-hour and 5-minute mark. And you can see we're at varying battery lives once again. The Pixel 8 is at 65%. The Pixel 8 Pro is at 64%. Pixel 7 is at 70%. And the Pixel 7 Pro is at 65%. So far, the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro are still doing better than the Pixel 8 and Pixel 8 Pro. Now, the Pixel 8 will give you about the same battery life as the 7 Pro. Not too sure why the 8 Pro is doing worse. I figured this one would be doing better because it has a bigger battery size than this one. Maybe it has something to do with the battery, like the screen size or something. So again, we're going to kind of let them, go back on their main display once again. We're going to just let them die out again. We'll check back in about another hour and see where they're at. So another hour has gone by, and we are at once again varying battery lives. Hopping out of all of these, see the Pixel 8 is at 54%, Pixel 8 Pro is at 50% or 51%, the Pixel 7 is at 59%, and the Pixel 7 Pro is at 53%. So it is very, very surprising to me that we are actually doing pretty good on the Pixel 7. I never really thought of the Pixel 7 as being a phone that has amazing battery life, but it looks like out of all these ones, the Pixel 7 is really doing the best. So we're basically going to do exactly what we just already have been doing. So we're going to let them kind of die out again. We're going to go back into Temple Run 2, and then we're basically going to go ahead and see what happens from here. So let's go and kind of wait it out and see what happens in about another hour. All right, it's been about another hour, and we are at varying battery lives once again. So hopping out of all these, you can kind of see that the Google Pixel 8 is at 29%, Pixel 8 Pro is at 13%, the Pixel 7 is at 31%, and the Pixel 7 Pro is at 23%. So we, again, are at a lot of battery lives here. So far, the Pixel 7 is still doing the best, followed by, actually the Pixel 8 is doing pretty good. The Pixel 7 Pro's now doing the third best, and now the Pixel 8 Pro is also still doing the worst. I would probably assume in the next hour, the Pixel 8 Pro is probably going to die. And I'll probably say the 7 Pro is going to be second in place, and then or third in place, and then the Pixel 7 is going to be number one. The Pixel 8 probably isn't doing as good as the Pixel 8, which is kind of weird. So we'll check back in about another hour, or if one of these phones die, and we'll basically go from there. So the Google Pixel 8 Pro just ended up dying at the 6 hour and 46 minute mark. You can see that the Pixel 8 is at 20%, Pixel 7 is at 21%, and the Pixel 7 Pro is at 13%. So pretty crazy. The 8 Pro with the bigger size battery than the 8 actually ended up dying faster. Not really too sure what to make of that, but we'll go ahead and just kind of let these again die out and basically go from there in about another hour. Well, everyone, at the 8 hour and 46 minute mark, the Google Pixel 7 Pro ended up dying. It's crazy that the 2 Pro models ended up dying first. Hopping out of all of these, we have 6% on the Pixel 8 and then like 8% on the Pixel 7. So we'll go and let these two die out. I'm pretty sure once again the Pixel 7 is going to be the one that lasts the longest. But a few things to keep in mind, the Pixel 8 does actually have a brighter display from what I can tell than the Pixel 7, so I'm not really 100,000% surprised, but we'll go and let them die out once again. I'm pretty sure in the next like 20-30 minutes, the Pixel 7 is probably going to win, so we'll wait and see what happens and check back in a little bit. And then there was one, as I kind of expected, at 9 hours and basically 18 minutes, the Pixel 8 ended up dying. The Pixel 7 at the very end, though, was around, 3%. So overall, what I'll tell you is the Pixel 7 is still probably going to be giving you better battery life than phones like the Pixel 7 Pro, Pixel 8 Pro, and Pixel 8, which is pretty insane. Like I said, I really wasn't expecting that, but for that to happen is actually pretty crazy. Now, if I were you, I would still kind of swing for the Pros if you can, if you like the bigger size and the better cameras. But the 7 looks to be, at least out of all these, probably giving you the better battery life when it comes down to it. So that basically kind of covers it up here. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hope I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.